What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. I'm here with Ryan Hildreth, and if you're watching this up here, you're watching the replay. If you're watching me down here, you're watching me live. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you get to watch this live and you get your questions answered as well. But anyway, yeah, we're launching the course on Friday. New big release of the course. We got what, like 15 new videos as of right now being released?
Yep, 15 new videos as of right now. We'll show you later on in this video. We're gonna show you actually the curriculum and kind of what we have right now. We haven't yet released it. We haven't published these videos publicly in the course. So if you're in the course, you'll get them Wednesday to Friday, maybe if not Friday. We will be publishing all the videos. But yeah, so if you get in right now, obviously you're gonna get the course for $397, what we have it priced at right now. When we do advertise this Wednesday, we are going to be upping the price because there is basically a whole new course within the course, right? Instagram mastery, basically.
Yeah. I got a few. We only have one question. I don't know if DJ is talking to you or talking to me. Before 1 million people get in here, how can somebody work for you directly? I don't know, Ryan, if you're hiring, but I made a video about hiring people, so I don't know if that's exactly what he's talking about or not.
Previously, we were doing having salespeople for the agency. We're not doing that anymore. But Hayden, how did you get, like, I don't know if this is like if it's private or what, but who's working for you for your Instagram stories? Because I really like those.
Thank you. Yeah, I did a lot of hiring this week in the sense of getting people to start automating my own business, my personal brand side of things, because I've done a ton of work on my own with that, and I really wanted that more of my personal brand to continue to grow. So all I did is I posted it on my YouTube channel. I got literally, Ryan, about 250 different applicants for this job.
Wow.
I had to watch, and I made them do a video application, so I had to watch hours and hours and hours worth of videos. But unfortunately, all my positions that I wanted to fill are filled right now. Nice. So I'm not hiring anybody. But yeah, I'm not going to give out the guy that I have right now because he actually wanted to remain more private, to be honest. Same with the other guy actually who I hired. He did too. One of them actually used to work for, let's just say, one of the biggest social media platforms out there. So wow. I got lucky on that one. But all I did for payment-wise is I use PayPal still for everything. So I just PayPal them. I set up like an hourly wage and kind of set up a day-to-day how much they'd be paid. So
nice. Yeah, I'll have to do that because, man, so managing all the platforms, managing your clients, social media as well is very, very time-consuming, and having either paid workers or interns or whatever really helps out. Obviously, you have your own personal brand as well, so it's hard to keep up all of it.
All of it at once.
And it's the same with anybody who's starting an agency. Like, when you start to grow up, like, you, honest to God, can't do it on your own.
Yeah.
It's too difficult to sit there and do it on your own.
Yeah, so, and that's another thing that we talk about in the course, right? I mean, what are some of the sites that you use to outsource that kind of work?
Yeah, exactly. We go through all that whole thing in the course. Just like to name off a few, obviously Fiverr is for anybody who's wanting to save some money and just need some stuff done. I mean, that's by far the best one, right?
Yep.
It's super easy to get somebody on there to work for you.
Yeah. Fiverr and Upwork, I really like. David asks, do you create daily content for your clients? David, yes, we create daily content for our clients because, you know, we're posting anywhere from 5 to 7 times a week for them. And we have to keep that content, keep that engagement, because when you're posting content, your profile is being ranked up in the algorithm. There's more people viewing our clients' content and maybe purchasing some products from them. So
anybody who is freaking out when it comes to creating more content for their client, they feel like, oh, it's going to take a long time to create content, whatever. It is so easy to just take like a minute-long video, use that minute-long video for a YouTube post or a Facebook post. Then when it comes to Instagram, break it down a little bit more. When it comes to Instagram story, break it down to just a much smaller version of it. Like, you can take the one piece of content and spread it out across every platform. And it takes minutes to do because you already have it right there. All you need to do is create one form of content, whether it's a picture, a video, whatever, and break it all down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's repurposing content, right? You use one piece of content, You kind of break it up and you put it everywhere. You know, and that's another thing too. If you post the same thing on every single platform, that's fine, because look, not everyone is on every platform at the same time, right? Like I'm not on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube all at the same time. So if I'm on Facebook, I'm going to see the post, right? But maybe
that's what I do. What I'll even do is sometimes I'll post a day ahead of time on Facebook, and then the one that I use on Facebook one day, I'll post on Instagram the next day, type of thing. Like I'll just kind of switch it up. But you're right. A lot of times the likelihood of somebody being on Facebook, seeing it there, and seeing it on Instagram, and so what if they do? Then they've seen it twice. It doesn't, like, they're not gonna be like, oh, screw this, I hate this. Like, what do you expect? It's a different platform. So you can use the same content on all platforms. It's not a big deal.
Exactly. And it's actually a good thing too, because if you're posting for your clients, you know, someone's going to see that they're posting on every platform. So they're going to see your client's name more often, which equals a higher amount of trust. So, yeah.
So you and Hayden ever get into custom geo filters for social media marketing clients? Yes, I have before, and I find them absolutely awesome. If your client is doing an event, a big event for something, if they're doing a grand opening, a lot of people come and they're like, yo, like I got a client who's doing a grand opening, what do I do? Is it too early to do social media marketing for them? It's not at all. You can use a geo filter on Instagram, on Snapchat. And then if you're wondering how to do that, guys, you can go on to Snapchat's website. I know you've probably never even been there because it's an app, but Snapchat does have a website, and you can set up geo filters on there. They're not overly expensive, and they will help you out a ton when it comes to a launch of a whatever it may be, or an event or something. And obviously, if they're doing like a fundraiser, you can do a geo filter. Like, there's so many different ways, and the exposure is crazy because people are going to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see what we have. More questions. Someone asked, Mario asked when we're raising the price for the course. I told him Wednesday when we release the ads, but are we doing it Friday?
You know what, let's stick it out till Friday. You know what, let's not be greedy. Okay. We'll say, guys, on Friday, we are definitely going to be raising the price just by $100, not a huge amount, but with the amount of content that we're adding into it, $497 is just a fair price for everything that we're adding into it, and we're continuing now. I told Ryan today that I actually have a bunch more videos that are coming out as well, so we've got 15 new videos for sure going in, and then another probably 10, if not more, coming in after that. So Ryan's got up on the screen here, you can see all the content that's in the course itself, videos that some of them haven't actually been launched into the course.
Yeah.
So this, we'll just kind of walk through for those that aren't in the course. We have the introduction, okay? We explain why businesses will pay for you, what is social media marketing, how to grow your agency. Then we have a whole module on finding businesses that will pay you $1,000 to $5,000 a month. Obviously we have like 5 videos in there. We have a module on forming your company. A lot of courses don't have this, and this is something that we pride ourselves on, because we actually took the time to create LLCs for ourselves. And you know, obviously we have a video that Hayden made, how to incorporate in Canada. So if you are in a different country, you know, if you're in Canada, you know, that's going to help you out too. If you choose to incorporate. We have Facebook advertising, which obviously we have a lot of videos in there. Hiring a sales team, creating a service agreement, content creation tools, business story video, handling rejections, influencers, which we'll be adding more to, and then Instagram mastery. This is where we're adding a lot more content. Obviously, you can see all these gray videos right here. We have not yet published into the course, so that's like, you know, a couple hours worth of footage right there. We have a Snapchat video that Hayden added. So there's tons of content in this course, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, the amount of new content that's coming out is gonna be really good. And now that we've got people who have actually been in the course for a while, what we've been able to do is interview some of these people and ask what they had troubles with and what they didn't, or like, you know, how are they managing multiple clients now that they have them, because we've got a bunch of people in our course who have multiple different clients. And what we're going to do is we're taking that content as well. That's something that I've been working on, is trying to take the content from them, or take the ideas from those students, and actually put that in the course for people who are new. Because I mean, Ryan and I have our experiences, but at the end of the day, everybody who's joining is going to have a completely different experience. So we wanted to take everybody's stuff and make sure that no matter who you are or where you're from, you can get a good idea of what you're going to be doing. And what upsets me kind of about that is the amount of time it takes to just take that paid ad and also post it on the page. It's not a huge deal. I find that sometimes people get frustrated because you can pay for an ad and have results within a day. But when you post a photo and you're trying to build up a page, that can take months. And that's where people get upset about it, because like, well, this is going to give me results right away. Yeah, that's great. But the one that's gonna, when that ad's no longer, when you're no longer paying for that ad, it's no longer there. Nobody's gonna see that after. But when you are actually building a brand, building up the different pages, then as long as that page is available, as long as people are still using that platform, they can still find you and go back and see that content. So I personally believe that a lot of times it is nice to actually spend the time to really build up the brand itself.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually got off a consultation call with someone who has a brand, and they're spending, tons of money on Facebook ads for their product, but they haven't built their social media platforms. They're not posting any content, nothing like that, and they are getting sales, but they've reached this peak to where they're spending about $5,000 to $10,000 a day on advertising, but they can't break that plateau of getting new customers. And I told them that they need to work on their personal, like the personal brand behind the brand behind the product. You know what I mean? To spread more awareness and really make it something that people, it's not just a physical product, but it's like there's a person behind it, or there's a group of people behind it, and you can only do that through posting valuable content. Kind of sharing the story.
Yeah, like one actual Instagram page that I want people to check out. It's going to be funny because it's more of a meme page, but I've noticed them build up a huge brand around it. Was Betches, is BETCHS, I believe it's called. And they have built a huge brand around memes and just and more or less the white girl type of thing, and they've actually created a huge store off of it. They create daily content. They also do paid advertising, but they've created this like lifestyle around a meme page. So the reason I wanted to bring that up is like you said, Ryan, they show themselves a lot of times too, like the people behind it. They try and connect with people on a different level than just, here, buy our stuff. They're trying to really connect with them, and I find that that's so much more valuable than just putting out paid advertising.
Yeah, I think it's a balance between the two, right? You have to be paying for advertising, but you also have to have that story behind it to really entice people and get the emotions out of people. You know what I mean? So let's just run through, for anyone that new here, maybe you know what social media marketing is, but you don't know where to start. Hayden, give a quick rundown of what social media marketing is and where should they learn from? Like, where should they go to get this amount of knowledge? Can they get it for free? Should they buy a course, our course? Where should they go?
Yes. Where should they? Yeah. So to put it into perspective, you can learn absolutely everything off the internet. I'm just going to put that out there. Everything you want, you can learn for free. It's just a matter of how much do you want to search for it, or how reliable is the sources that you're going to, or do you want to just have it all condensed into one thing and just watch it and get a step-by-step process? I'm just being honest with that, not coming from somebody who sells courses for somewhat of a living, but for somebody who actually has been through this in the past and have had to do this before. How many times have you watched multiple different YouTube videos to try and find out one thing when it would have been so much more convenient that if it was just in one video, quick and easy right there? But that's just my opinion on the course side of things. Now, what is social media marketing for those of you who don't know? Obviously, a lot of you guys do know, but I'll go through it really quickly. Social media marketing is simply just a matter of getting a client, which is a business owner, and advertising their business for them using social media. That is the most simple way to put it. It goes much more advanced into that, as in like you're building a brand for them, you're doing advertising, but more or less it's just getting a client to pay you a monthly retainer to run their social media accounts.
Exactly. And to touch on like, you know, where they should go. I mean, this is coming from a guy, Hayden has videos of him going out and approaching businesses. Like he you know, did the whole hidden mic and camera thing. And that was so inspiring because it shows you that, you know, this guy was in the trenches, like out there doing work. And, you know, I was too. So we have that experience behind us. You know, we learned, you know, we took many courses on it. And, you know, we just kind of compiled the best information from what we've learned from not only other courses, but from experience. And we kind of put that into one step-by-step structure on how to get started and how to get people, businesses paying you, like handing checks to you. So that's why we're excited about this new launch. And for everyone that's already in the course, I know a lot of you are, you know, you're going to get all those new videos for free. So pretty awesome. And then for people that aren't in the course, I recommend getting in now because we are going to raise that price. So
yep. I got a quick. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna fire off a couple questions I was reading here while you're talking.
Okay.
One thing I actually just want you to quickly answer on here is how much did you pay for the video shoot that you did, or was that just did they do it for free?
Video shoot that I did, I spent $400. So
that's not bad.
Not bad for a super professional like this guy. You know, I don't know if he wants me to disclose his name or not, but he did. You know, he worked with you know, Devin Physique, which was a huge fitness guy in the industry. Obviously, some things happened with that guy, but he worked with really big fitness people in the industry, and I noticed like his content was awesome. So I reached out to him. I said, hey, you know, can you shoot a really cool video for my personal brand with me in the Ferrari? And he's like, yeah, man, we got you. So it was really cool. Like he was in the back of the truck, literally filming me with his DJI camera, you know, camera mount, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Hey guys, I just closed a content deal for $3,000 for the month, 40 videos, 40 video / photo shoots. How would you recommend tactically I reinvest that money into my business? And I wanted to touch on that because I think that the best tactical thing for him to do would be to, obviously, if he doesn't have the physical equipment that he needs, but it sounds like he does, obviously better equipment, but more than that is reinvesting that in taking that money and using it for advertising to promote your business after you've done like that. Like, hey, this is what I've done with, like, I just want to show you what I've done with this client, and showing that content that you did for a similar client, advertising to, let's say you're doing that for a car dealership, and then advertising that to other car dealerships saying this is what I've done. And that's more or less what I do. I know it's not really using the money so much. I don't think you need to really worry unless you need more equipment, but using that for ads is where I would probably reinvest it.
Yeah, ads, and really it's just buying yourself more time, right? It's buying yourself more time to grow your business. So it's either you pay for ads or you pay for people to do the work for you, right? You outsource it on Fiverr and Upwork while you go out and approach more businesses and try to get more clients paying you. So really, when you're investing back in your business, it's all about buying yourself more time. So
yeah. I got one on here who asked, what's the longest you've had a client for? And I wanted to be very clear about that. I've had one of my clients I've had literally since February, I believe, of last year. So it's been almost a full year now that I've had them, and it's just. People always ask, like, how long is a client going to stay for you? And that's a video that I'm actually putting into the course this week is how to retain those clients. And you can keep a client with you as long as you want. At the end of the day, some clients will leave because they feel like once you've grown up their page to a certain point or whatever, like, oh, I can do this, I can continue to do this. And a lot of times they will come back, actually. I know this is all fairly new for people, so you might not have that issue yet. But I haven't had an issue with losing clients, and some of the clients I did have was just a matter of only a monthly thing or something that they needed done that month. But a lot of them have been reoccurring clients that I just continue to work with now.
Definitely. Sorry, I'm setting up my movie recording. Froze.
There.
Yeah, and you know, one of my clients left, and you know, it wasn't. I didn't take it harsh at all. Like, it was just exactly what you said. Like, they felt like, oh, we can do this. I could hire someone in the office to do this sort of thing. But you know, I've had all my clients since the beginning, since I got them. So it's fairly easy to retain them. Once you kind of get a system going, it's just normal for them. They're like, okay, here's 1,000. You know, the normal 1,000 for the month, and you know, you keep getting me more customers. That's it, and building the brand. So Taylor Thornhill, he's actually in the course. He said roadmaps are way more beneficial and faster to getting into business, and it's so true. Taylor has landed some big clients too.
Like, put it this way: when it comes to like that old thing, I could easily know, Ryan. I've taken a road trip all the way to California before, and to put it in the simplest terms, I could either Google how to get from town to town, or I could Google how to get from my house to yours. Which one is going to get me there quicker? Which one's easier, right? Like that's it. I know that's the easiest way to put it when it comes to online stuff too. Like, you can learn 100%. I can learn, okay, how do I open up a business? Google that. Okay, now I've got a business. How do I get clients for social media marketing? Okay, now I know how to get clients. How do I create content? You could Google all these things for free. I'm never gonna lie to anybody and say, oh, we've got the most exclusive content in the world, because sure, there's probably this content out there for free somewhere. But at the end of the day, it's a lot easier to just say, okay, I'm just gonna pay for it, put the money there. I have access to the private Facebook group, which is, again, huge for anybody who's in the social media marketing course or is going to be joining. Our private Facebook group is probably more valuable than our course in general, because the people that are in there are actual agency owners who are going on and on. Like, they're helping everybody, and I absolutely love looking in the private Facebook group because there's so much content going on there, so many different people helping each other.
Yeah, and we've had a couple members actually pair up and land clients together. So, you know, if you're not good on your own, I mean, there's people that are in your town in our course, for sure. Yep. We have over 450 people in there. So, let's see what we got here. I've been following you for a couple weeks. Have you guys thought of creating a partnership with a video company for content creation? How would you guys go about it? It's all about establishing a relationship. I wouldn't say you have to go to a video company, but like, now that I have a video guy that, you know, doesn't charge too much. I mean, 400, this was like a fully professional shoot, which is not that much. So I'm down to go to him for like professional, you know, commercial-like advertisements for my clients. Yeah.
One thing I want to touch, I don't see it in the questions here, but there's a video that I'm posting into the course this week that I wanted to touch on here, and it has to go with why somebody would hire you and retaining clients as well. Because I noticed something when I was doing the hiring process this week, and I realized I wanted to put in the course, that I kind of saw what business owners are looking at when you come into them as like an agency. When people would message me and say they want this, they want that, this is what they're looking to get from me, and they didn't seem to really care about what I was looking for or like what I wanted, I immediately just exit out of their application. So when it comes to like your social media marketing client, when you go into a business, for those of you who are still trying to get clients, when you go into a business and you're like, this is what I can do for you, this is how much it's going to cost, you know, this is like, I feel like what they really need to do is stop and take a minute and say, how are things going with your business right now? Talk to them about their business, and we talk about that so much in the course. And even when we have the hidden mic of your brother going into the jewelry store, he talked to the business owner. He stopped and he said, like, hey, like, how are you doing? How's your business been doing? Like he talked to her about the business itself, and she was very open. If you guys are in the course, you've seen this video, but if you're not in the course, it's a great video, a great example of how to do a proper pitch. So more or less what I'm just getting at over this whole rant is if you're going into clients, stop doing it so much as a sales pitch and more of a building a relationship with that person. You're not going to go up to a girl in the bar and say, hey, you want to fuck me and then get married a few years later. Like, you're not going to, that's not how it works, right? You're going to go.
So true.
It's literally like you walking into a bar, meeting some pretty girl, or if you're a girl, meeting some good looking guy and just whipping out your private parts. Like, it's just awkward. It's just awkward. No one wants to see that.
Exactly. So people need to stop looking at it like that. Stop thinking like, well, I'm providing all this stuff that, here's how much it's going to cost you, and just stop and say, okay, what does this business need? What do they want? What are they looking for? And that's where obviously your research comes when you're doing research beforehand. And I have a great video, guys, that people are going to love about how to really create a personalized experience for these businesses before you even go and see them, and then how to take that and turn that into a paying client. So I've got a lot of content, again, coming out this week in the course, and that's why Ryan and I are doing this live stream, obviously, is to tell you guys about the new course launch. For those of you who have just jumped in, we are doing a brand new course launch when it comes to this Friday. Bunch of new stuff is coming out in our course. If you're in the course, you already get it for free. If you're not in the course, the price is getting raised just by $100 to $497 compared to $397 where it's at now. I highly recommend getting it because as of Friday, when all the new content gets dropped, you're going to wish that you were there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that also what you were just talking about, that we pride ourselves on. This course, you're not going to get, I'm sorry, you can't get that type of training anywhere. Because that's something that we had to go through and understand, like how to build relationships with business owners, with people, right? We're not teaching you, I mean, we are teaching you the skills, but we're also teaching you the psychology of how to build those relationships so that you can walk into any business, talk with the business owner, kind of, and just build that relationship and close the deal, rather than walking in, getting rejected because you just went in there and started blasting them with all this stuff that right? So
yeah, I got a great question here. Do you guys ever reject clients even if they are interested? Yes. 150%. You don't want to be dealing with somebody who is either questioning you all the time about what you're doing, or they're giving you a really hard time, or you just can't see yourself working with that type of business. Don't be desperate for money. Do this because you enjoy the client, you enjoy what they have to say, you want to go for the clients who are actually going to be good clients for you and make you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the benefit of being a business owner, an entrepreneur. You get to choose who you work with. That's it. Like, I mean, plain and simple. I got off the phone with a client or a prospect last week, and I really, tried explaining in layman's terms, like what I do and how we could be of a mutual benefit, a win-win. And he just wasn't understanding. And I totally get it because, being of that age, this person was a little bit older and doesn't even have a personal Facebook. I couldn't relay that message. So, what? I was just like, it's, I don't think our partnership's going to work out. So, I was fine just hanging up the call. It's not a big deal. I'm not eager for the money. I'm eager for a long-term relationship. So.
And then the same person asked, how would you reject that client or break the news to them after you gave them a free trial and agreeing to start? And I think that, like we talked about, face-to-face being very personal with the client. Again, you're trying to, same way, okay, I know that we've used this example, but same way, let's say you did pick up that girl at the bar and you start seeing her for a week and things aren't working out. Yeah, breakups suck, but it's way better than getting involved and then breaking it off later. Just saying like, hey, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate what we've done, but I personally can't see our two companies working together that well. Mm-hmm. And it'd just be better off if we both went away our separate ways. And the great thing about the Facebook group, guys, is that you can maybe say, but I have another company who does the same thing. He specializes in this area, and he might actually be able to help you out much better than I could. Right there.
You commission.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. You could, and exactly like you just said, you take a referral fee from it. Whatever you want to do, you can use the private Facebook group that we have in the course and actually make, help each other out with that.
Yeah,
That's another, the benefit of the course, because you know that all these other, 400 or 500 people have been through this rigorous training. So you trust that, hey, I can refer this client to someone in the Facebook group because, they went through the same training as me. So, yeah. Someone keeps asking how old we are.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Kristen wants to know about that. I'm only 21. Ryan's, what, 24?
I'm 25. Yeah.
5.
Yep. Okay, no more questions. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. I want to thank everybody who's watching up on this camera up here. Again, guys, if you're watching this up here, it's a lot more fun when you're actually in the live stream, so make sure you hit the little bell notification wherever it may be, somewhere down here, over here, I don't know what side of the screen it'll be on. Make sure that you do hit that bell notification button, that way you're notified every single time that I go live, so you guys can check it out. And don't forget to check out Ryan's channel too, because sometimes he goes live as well. So anyway guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.